I'm starting off my meal prep today with a crock pot meal. I've diced up potatoes and carrots and onion and threw them in the crock pot. And I'm going to add in a shoulder cut roast, and it'll probably cook for about 8 hours, so that'll give me time to work on some of my other things that I'll be meal prepping. I'm going to season this roast with Johnny's seasoning salt and herb de Provence and some smoked paprika. I'm not really measuring any of these out. I just want to make sure I have enough for both sides of my roast. And then maybe I'll sprinkle some around the vegetables as well. Now that all the seasoning is on the roast, I'm going to pour in 8 cups of water and set the little dial to low and wait for about 8 hours till it cooks. So next I'm going to get started on my rice and quinoa. I like doing a half a cup of rice with a half cup of quinoa just because I like the taste of rice, but then I like the fiber in the quinoa. So it's up to you. You can do one or the other, or you can do both. Then I'm just going to add in a cup of water, actually 2 cups of water because it's 2-to-1 ratio. While I'm waiting for things to cook, I'm going to prepare my snack in these glass containers. I found these on Amazon. They're just divided, so I can put 2 different things in here. I'm going to do grapes, and I'm going to measure those out in the purple cup. I'm also going to be adding some snap peas for my veggie, and I'm going to measure those out in the green cup. And to go along with my snack, I'm going to add in some hummus, and I'm measuring these in the orange cup because I don't have the blue cup right now, but I believe 2 of the oranges is about the size of a blue. So I'm just going to do one orange. Now that my snack is taken care of, I'm going to move on to lunch. I'm just mixing some black beans and a can of corn, no salt added, and a can of diced tomatoes as well. And I'm just going to rinse those and put them in a container all together and pour in some of this organic Jack's salsa, excuse me. I get this at Costco, and it's my favorite brand. I'm going to let this sit for just a minute because my eggs are done. So I'm going to peel those and put them in a container and put those in the fridge, and I will measure out my lunch. Rice and quinoa is also done. So I'm just going to fluff that up with a fork and put it into containers for my lunch. I found these containers at Grocery Outlet, which is kind of like a Food for Less. But you can also find these on Amazon for relatively cheap. But they were, I want to say they were four for $5, so I thought that was pretty good. I'm measuring out my rice and quinoa in the yellow cup, which will count for one of my carbs. And then I'm going to measure out the bean and corn and tomato mixture in the yellow cup as well to count for a second carb. I also fried up about 2 pounds of ground turkey, and seasoned that with some taco seasoning, and I'm measuring that out in my red cup to count as my protein for my lunch. Took my roast and veggies out of the crock pot and put it in this dish so I can pull it out for fast and easy dinners. Here's a quick rundown of my daily meals. For meal 1, I will have my Shakeology. And for meal 2, I will have 2 hard-boiled eggs and a peach, which will count for a red and a purple. And then for meal 3, I will have what I prepared in the black container with a side salad. 1 red, 2 yellow, and 1 green. Then for my snack, I have the grapes and sweet peas and hummus, which will be a half blue, a purple, and a green. Thanks for meal prepping with me. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe.